Hello students, this is Mr. Mahmoud. I hope you are fine. Today's lesson is conditional if. In this lesson we are gonna discuss zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and the third conditional. I'm gonna start with the zero conditional if. Zero conditional if talks about what? About scientific facts, about things that are always true, okay? For example, if we boil water, what happens? It evaporates. So in this case, if consists of present simple plus present simple. Yes, as we can see in this example, if we boil water, what happens? It evaporates. The first sentence is a present simple and the second sentence is a present simple. So this is the zero conditional if. Look at this form, if present simple, in only talking about the scientific facts. Let's move to the first conditional. The first conditional if. What about the usage? Yes, the use is something likely to happen in the present or future. Okay, we have an example. If he studies hard, so what comes after if in this case? Present simple, and then what happens? He will pass the exam. Okay, he will pass the exam. So we can notice that in the first conditional, okay, what do we put after if? Present simple, and then will plus infinitive. We can alternate if, we can alternate will with can or may. So look at the form. If present simple, then will plus infinitive, can plus infinitive, may plus infinitive. We have the form unless. Yes, unless equal if not. Let's discuss it. Unless equal if not. So if I'm going to use the unless, so I'm going to cancel if plus not. If plus doesn't or don't. Take care, we can use only unless in the first case. We can't use it in the second or the third case. For example, if Ahmed doesn't come early, okay, he won't leave early. If I'm going to use unless here, I'm going to cancel if and doesn't. So it's gonna be unless Ahmed come or comes. Ahmed is a singular, okay? So here is what comes after unless or if in the first case, present simple. So Ahmed comes. Unless Ahmed comes early, he won't leave early. We are not going to change anything in the second sentence. If it's won't, it's gonna be won't. If it's will, it's gonna be well the same. Nothing changes. So the only thing we change is if plus doesn't or don't, okay? But don't forget when we change doesn't, okay, or we cancel doesn't, don't forget to put s to the verb because the subject is singular. The answer here is clear. Ahmed, unless Ahmed comes early, he won't leave early. Let's move to the second conditional if, okay? It talks about imaginary situations, okay? It comes from your imagination. You imagine them. Yes, these imaginary situations, okay, are contrary to facts in the present. Got this point? So here is, just imagine I have no car. So if you say, if I had a car, so this is what? Imaginary situations. I don't have a car. So this is contrasts the present. So in this case, if consists of what? If past simple, would plus infinitive. For example, if I had or if he had money, he would buy a car. This means that he doesn't have money and he doesn't have what? A car. So this is imaginary situation. Also, we can use the second conditional to give advice. But we can use the form if I were you, or if he were you, or if she were you. Some of the students may ask me, here is she must take, she and he must take was, not were, okay? But here is in this second conditional if, we can use only were with he, she, and I, because it's something you suppose, okay? So the person cannot alternate another person. It's difficult. The person cannot be another person. He is the same. He never changes. For example, if I were you, I would stay home. This means that I advise you to stay home, okay? Let's move to the third conditional if. It expresses what? It's used to express regret, okay? It means that you have done something and you regret doing it and you wish that if you were back, okay, in order not to do it again, okay? Or the opposite. For example, if I had studied hard, if he had studied hard, he would have passed the exam. It means that he didn't study hard and he was examined, but he didn't pass it, okay? He failed. So can he come back? Can he come back or return back to studying and get the full mark and so on? No, it's something done, okay? So he regrets that. So in this case, if consists of what? If past perfect had plus PP and then would have plus PP. If past perfect would have plus PP. So we can alternate would with the could or might. Let's move to some exercises. Correct the mistakes. Number 1, if he waited more, he may see him, okay? Here is what comes after if past simple. So this is what? This is the second conditional. The second conditional consists of if past simple, would plus infinitive. So would plus infinitive. Here is it would plus infinitive? No. So the right answer, it may be might see or would see. If he waited more, he would see him. Number 2, if I freeze water, it will turn into ice. Okay, it seems that it's gonna be this zero conditional. Okay, so if present simple. If I freeze water, it's correct. What about the second part? If will turn, no, it will turn, no, it must be, it turns into ice. So it's gonna be present simple and then present simple. So the right answer is, if I freeze water, it turns into ice. Thank you for watching and goodbye. See you next video.